Hi.
What is your name?
My name's Evans.
Is it Ethan?
Evans.
Evans?
Yes.
Okay, hi, I am Cherry. Nice to meet you.
Hello.
Okay, but I cannot see you. Where are you? Can I see your face? Okay, there you are. So now we are going to learn about, can you read this one?
The experience of learning English.
Okay, and what is your experience of learning English?
Read and speak.
Reading, by reading and speaking, okay? So can you give me some examples what you've learned for the past lessons that you've learned regarding English?
I have learned present tense, past tense, and future tense.
Okay, very good. So did you learn about how to make a correct sentence?
Yes.
Okay, that's nice. So now let's go to the next page. Okay, here are the high score suggestions. Okay, that you are going to, uh, these are the tips. Okay, can you read this one?
Practice with English speakers as much as you can.
Okay, do you always do that?
Yes.
Do you practice? Okay. How about number two?
Um, or organize your ideas in a local way.
Logical way.
Oh, logical.
Okay, do you know what that means?
Logical means you have planned to pay logical 逻辑。
Logical means it is a reasonable way.
哦
Okay? Yes, organizing your ideas in a reasonable way. Okay? So, how about number three?
improving fluency. Fluency is the key to high score.
To a high score. Okay. And number four?
Big and long words are not necessary. Use the word English speaker do.
Yes. And number five?
Pay close attention to tenses you use when you
You
speak.
use when you speak. Okay. And number six, the last one?
Accent is not considered, but clear and accurate pro pronunciation
Accurate pronunciation.
is.
Okay. So you need, actually, it's not considered, but clear and accurate pronunciation is.
Yes.
Okay. It means the way that you speak your words. Okay. It should be clear. Okay.
Mm.
And understandable. Okay. So now let's go to the next page. Okay, here are some words that are with that has confusing pronunciations. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
so let's go to the first one. Can you read this one?
Ship,
How about this one?
sheep.
Okay, so what is different between those words?
Uh, one sounds A and one sounds E.
Okay, very good. So this one is the short E, and this one is the
Long.
long E sound. Okay, it's ship, sheep.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so how about this one?
Live, leave.
Okay, very good. Live and leave. Okay, can you think of another word that has the same meaning but different pronunciations? The same sounds but different pronunciations?
If, um, if
And can you type it down?
I if
If and if and see. Okay, but it is different. If and see. Can you give me something like this one?
This one.
Yes. Okay, how about this word? Teacher will write it down, okay?
Mm-hmm. Mm.
There.
Sit, sit. Uh-huh.
Okay? It's sit and seat.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? So what is the difference between those two?
Sit, sit. A short A and a long E.
Okay, very good. How about this one?
A short A and a long E.
Okay, good job. Okay, so now let's go to the next one. Okay, here we are going to ask and answer. Okay, now I will ask you a question and I want you to answer in just 2 to 3 sentences.
Okay.
Okay, so let's go. Which type of movie do you prefer?
I preferred sci-fi movies.
Why?
Because I think they are interesting and exciting.
Okay, so you can say I prefer
I prefer
sci-fi movies
movies
because
because they are interesting and exciting.
it is interesting and exciting. Okay, so it's only one sentence. Can you make it 2 to 3 sentences?
Um, home, my,
My 2 to 3 sentences. It's only one sentence.
oh, I prefer sci-fi movies because sci-fi movies. I prefer it because it is interesting and exciting.
Okay, there. That is one sentence.
Uh, uh,
What else?
I,
How about I prefer sci-fi movies because it is interesting and exciting. I prefer watching sci-fi movies because
oh,
or you
it's,
can do this one. Okay, teacher will type it here. I prefer sci-fi movies. Sci-fi movies. Oh,
I prefer sci-fi movies, because, um, it is, it is, um,
okay, you can say this one. That's 2 sentences.
oh, oh, okay.
Okay. So I prefer sci-fi movies. It is very interesting and exciting. Okay. So how about number 2? Who likes watching movies in your country? Why?
Is it my friend we're talking about?
It depends.
Okay.
Someone that you know.
My classmate likes watching movies in my in my school.
Okay, my classmates likes watching movies in
Because
our school.
yes, because she think it is very nice uh, sorry, uh, because she thinks it is a very interesting to watch movie and she can also kill times.
Okay, so let's fix that sentences. Okay, you said my classmate
Mm-hmm.
likes to watch movies
Movies.
in our school. Okay, that is the first sentence.
Yeah, and
Second sentence.
she thinks
She thinks it is interesting. Is it interesting?
yes, and
She
can
thinks it is very interesting
and can also
and
can also
and can also kill
time.
time. Okay, so that's two sentences. Okay, very good. So how about the third one? Where do you prefer to watch movies? At home or in cinemas?
Well, I prefer to watch movies in my home. Uh, well, in my home,
Okay.
the
In
uh,
in
uh,
our home or at home? Okay,
I prefer to watch movies at home. In my home, there won't be so many people. Uh, yes.
I prefer to watch movies at home.
Oh,
And then, what is your second sentence?
um, I prefer because pay there are not so many people in my home, so I can watch movie quietly.
Okay, so you can say, I prefer to watch movies at home. There,
There are
there's not so many
people,
people at our house.
so
Okay,
uh,
I can watch quietly
um,
at home.
oh yes.
Okay, so that's three sentences. Okay, now let's go to the first one. I want you to read the sentences the teacher typed. Okay,
Type
I
which
prefer.
I prefer sci-fi movies. It is very interesting and exciting.
Okay, my classmate.
My classmate likes to watch movies in our school. She thinks it's very interesting and can also kill time.
Okay, number three, I prefer.
I prefer to watch movies at home. There's not so many people in our house. I can watch quietly at home.
Okay, so that's 3 stars for you. Okay, one, two, and three. Okay, there you go. So now let's go to the speaking part number two. Okay, and this time you are going to read a task card. Okay, for 10 seconds. Okay, this what you should say. Okay, what, this one, what, and whether. Okay, can you read this one first?
What success you had and challenge you met?
Number two.
What method you used?
Okay, number three.
Learning English is difficult for you, but whatever.
Uh, okay, whether.
Whether. Uh-huh.
Okay, so now I want you to answer it with the help of this structure. Okay, on the right side. So this is your experience of learning English. You've got successes and challenges.
Mm-hmm.
You've got methods used and whether difficult or easy. Okay, so now you are required to talk for 2 minutes. Okay, I want you to look at the time and you are required to talk for 2 minutes.
Talk
Okay?
about my experience of learning English. And this
Yes.
is okay.
Okay, you should say this one. Okay, for example, what successes you had and challenges you met when you are learning or experiences learning the English language. Okay, so these are some examples. Okay, now
Mm-hmm.
I want you to do that one within 2 minutes. Okay, do you want to prepare first? Teacher will give you 2 minutes.
So I have to make my own sentence about it.
Yes, yes, you do.
Okay.
Okay,
Mm,
okay, so I'm giving you 2 minutes starting now to prepare. Okay,
okay.
okay. Tell me if you are done. Okay, so we can start.
Mm-hmm. Okay, I'm done.
Okay, so can you give me examples? Let's go.
Uh, Whether how difficult learning English means to but don't quit. If you keep going, you will be success.
Okay, you will be successful.
Oh, yes.
Okay, next.
Um, what um what
What
you do you used to express your method to express your uh to express your sentence.
Okay, so what methods do you use or what tips do you use? How do you express your or experience?
Oh, yes. Um, I make a speech to my classmates and tell them what tell them about my experience in learning English.
Okay, so let's go to this one. Okay, let's go to the next page. These are some examples. Okay, when you said successes and challenges. Okay, can you read this one?
A success and challenge. If you consider high marks in exams as success in learning English, my English learning experience is full of success. However, I came across
Successes.
of successes. However, I came across a foreigner in the street when I was studying at university. I couldn't understand him or express myself. That was the first time I realized listening and speaking skills were for more important.
Far more
Far
important.
important.
Okay, how
Oh,
about this one?
what methods you use? I think rote learning was the only method I used. We had been taught to memorize voc-
Vocabulary list.
vocabulary lists, learning a huge numbers of grammar rules,
Etc.
huh,
This one is etc.
etc. In fact, I used the method that is appro- appropriate for acquiring knowledge, but
Wiring.
acquiring knowledge, but not a skill like language.
Okay, and number three.
Whatever English is difficult for you, learning English isn't difficult when you good um
When your goal is to pass
You're going
exams.
to pass exams.
However,
However, you are willing to learn it for the sake of using the language. It's difficult. It is never easy to find people to practice with. Thanks to the power of internet, I'm able to have English lessons with English speakers on a daily basis. So I should say learning English is no longer that difficult for me now.
okay. So what did you learn with that three methods? Okay. For the first one, successes and challenges. What did you learn about it?
I learned English is very important.
Okay. English is very important, especially when you are talking to some
For
foreigners, right?
yes,
Okay. So not just by speaking English, but you need to also listen.
yes,
Okay. So
yes.
how about the methods?
Method. Um, I learned that a school taught us about the grammar rules. That I think they are not very important. In fact, you should talk to people more often and
Mm-hmm.
should practice your 那个叫什么 pronunciation.
Okay. And how about this one? Whether learning English is difficult for you.
I learned that people should practice more on the internet with some foreigner people, and it's not very difficult to learn English now.
Okay, so now let's go back to this page, okay? Now the successes you had and challenges you met, it is the one that you have experienced, that
Yes,
you are challenged with. For example, talking to the foreigners. That is a challenge when you do not know how to speak in English and of course listen to the words in English, right?
yes,
So methods, when you use methods, those are like grammar rules. For example, I went home. I'm at home. So when you say I'm at home, you are already home. So I went home. I went to our home. Okay? So
uh-huh.
it's different. So when you are saying whether learning English is difficult for you, these are what are this?
These are um, I don't know how to say that word.
Okay, that when you learn English, it is not, look at this word.
It's not difficult for you now
Yes, why?
because thanks to the internet, we can learn English online.
Yes, that's right. Okay. Now let's go to the next one. Okay, here. Okay, what's interesting and exciting about learning English?
Oh,
Can you give
uh,
teacher one sentence?
long sentence. Okay. Um, I think learning English is very interesting because when you learn a new grammar rules, you will be very happy that you have learned a new thing.
Okay, a new thing or a new skill at English, right?
Yeah.
Okay, what's difficult about learning English?
Oh, it's quite difficult to learn English because we have to remember many words, how to spell words, and many grammar rules that we have to
Yes,
use.
that's right. Okay, and what does excellent English bring you?
It brings me a ability to talk with foreign, and I don't have to use an English app to uh, to make a conversation with that with foreign guys, and I can speak to them by myself.
Okay, very good. Okay, and the last one, I want you to read the keywords that you've learned today.
Come across rote learning, a huge number of not
Acquire.
acquire knowledge, be willing to, thanks to.
Okay, it's willing. Willing.
Go
Okay, be willing to.
to.
Okay, so now your homework is to practice these key sentences and understand it, okay?
Yes. Okay.
Okay, so now what you did a while ago, let's go to the suggestions, okay? So here, practice with English speakers as much as you can. You are doing it right now. Very good. And organize your ideas in a logical way. Okay, this time you need to practice this one.
Okay.
Okay? Because when I said that you have 2 minutes to prepare, you need to practice what you will say. Okay?
Mm.
Okay. Improving fluency is the key to a high score. Okay, it means that you need to not to overly think about it, the
Mm.
sentences, but
Yes.
you need to speak properly and clearly. So this one accent is not considered, but clear and accurate pronunciation is. Okay?
Mm.
So this one is very good. Pay close attention to tenses when you use and speak. Okay? So what I want you to do is organize, okay?
Uh-huh.
Fluency and clear and accurate pronunciation.
Okay, sir.
Okay? So now it's time to say goodbye and see you soon, okay?
Okay.
Bye-bye.
Bye. See you next time.
Thank you.